Hello, 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 hello. Yvette Sojourner here. Yvette Sojourner here. Welcome. Listen, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. How else is all this goodness going to be spread across the YouTubeverse and the interweb? This is the place and a space where luxury meets authenticity. I have been waiting to do this video for all of you. It was actually requested. I will put the person's handle on the screen. And when I received this request, I was still in France. I was really excited about this opportunity because things have changed and are shifting. Today's video is going to be on my wish list. I did a 2024 wish list at the beginning of the year, and surprisingly enough, a number of those items on the wish list has actually been acquired. So I have to update my wish list. So let's get into that. What was on my wish list? This is what I had on my wish list at the beginning of 2024. I had the Hermes zip pouch, the SLG, that was on my wish list. I wanted that pouch so badly. I wanted another Hermes Apple Watch band in the single tour instead of the wraparound. So that was on my list. I actually had, as far as quota bags, I had a number. I had a Constance 24 and a Constance 18 were at the top. And then I also had a Kelly 28 on my list, and a Birkin 30 was on my list. A tweed blazer, it was a choice between Celine and Chanel. I had an ivory coat on my list as well. My Cartier Juste include earrings and my Cartier bracelet, and I will put the name of that bracelet below instead of me trying to pronounce it. Chanel Slingbacks. I wanted Chanel Slingbacks so badly. I wanted them in the black and the nude. I wanted a white and navy striped sweater, okay? And it just so happened I wanted to go with Celine because when I got to France, I noticed on their website that they had one. And so I was hot in pursuit for that. Okay, I believe that is everything that was on my list. I hope that I am right. I have a feeling I may be missing something, but I don't really think I am. I don't know. But let's go through a couple things that happened. While I was in France, as I said, I found the navy and white striped sweater that I just had to have. And it was from Celine. Well, I spent a majority of my trip searching for that sweater. And when I finally found it and tried it on, it did not work. The color was not an ivory. It was more of a grayish. It was a darker tone, like a wheat. I don't know. But it was like a wheat oatmeal tone. Let's say that. It was more of an oatmeal tone instead of a white on navy. And it was cropped, which I could have dealt with that. But the shoulders, because of the way it was sewn, made it look like I had on shoulder pads. And that I did not like. So unfortunately, I ended up having to leave that in France. I ended up leaving that there. And it quickly became a no. As soon as I saw it, I knew. But I tried it on because I wanted to learn Celine sizes as well. As far as designer sizes, I wanted to make sure I tried on a couple Celine pieces. And yeah, that piece just did not work out. So another thing that was on my list that I put on the community board asking you all what you thought, it was an Hermes long sleeve dress, and it was a sweater dress. I actually was able to try that on at Hermes before. It was my last visit to the boutique before I flew out. And it did not work. That dress was very thin, for one. It would have been perfect for a transitional piece, but at the time I'm not looking for a transitional piece. And it fit oddly on me. I know even if I would have went up a size, it would have kind of gave the appearance as though I was wearing something that was stretched out, not something that was, supposed to be oversized. I don't know if that could be attributed to the fact that it was so thin as far as the material or what, but it just didn't work. So I did not even try to make that purchase. The Chanel Slingbacks in beige and black, they did not work out for me. I did end up finding them and I was so excited, but the pair that was there available was the elastic on the back was stretched out so much. It was just falling off the back of my foot. So I did not accept that. But the sales associate did find another pair that was black. They paired perfectly with my Hermes Kelly Cellier 28 in boxed black leather. I snatched those up. They were just perfect. And that day I was carrying my Kelly. It was a no-brainer. The Constance 18. Oh my goodness. I wanted a Constance really bad. When I had the opportunity, oh my God, I don't even know how to begin this because it's like, it's one of those things that people dream of. So when I was presented with both the 24 and the 18, I got so excited. I thought to myself, I'm getting ready to get both of these bags. When I looked at the 18, I took my phone and I held it up to the bag. It was not fitting in that bag. I knew immediately it would not work for me because if my phone can't fit, I cannot carry the bag. I know in the future, not right now, but in the future, the odds of me having a phone, having to worry about my phone will be less. But right now, that's not the life I live. So as far as having an evening bag for events and so on and so forth, that is not something that is essential at this point in my life. But I did, move it down on my list as a potential future item. And that bag was so gorgeous. It was ostrich leather. Oh my God, it was ostrich. It was just so beautiful and it was in black. It was just so amazing. It was so beautiful. But I know I am not mature enough to carry that bag as yet. And if you understand me, you don't understand me. If you don't, you don't. But I know myself enough that I would not be able to carry that bag at this given time in my life. Now later on, yeah, I can definitely see it. I can definitely see it. For now, no. I need something that fits all of my essentials at this point in my life. I just do. I don't know why, but I do. I do good not carrying my Birkin 30, which is like a whole suitcase, like a mini suitcase. But I don't. I carry my Evelyn 16 and it's perfect. So I'm doing better, but I'm not at a point where I can carry a Constance 18. I can't do it. I can't. One day, I know it will happen. Those are the things that did not work for me. What did work? Oh my goodness. I got Loro Piana everything. 2 Loro Piana turtlenecks, sweaters, 2 pairs of shoes. I also ended up with an Hermes vest that I am just in love with. I am in love with this vest. Of course, my cape and my stool. One is the cape is from Loro Piana. The stool is from Hermes. And then my Hermes purse organizer, my new one, I ended up with that. Those were extra things that I ended up picking up that were not on my wish list. But now that is done and over with. Let's look at what is currently on my wish list. Now, I cannot make any promises as to what I may mention off of this list. A majority of it, of course, is, oh wait, and I forgot to mention, hold on. What did I cross off my list? I told you things that didn't work. I told you what extras I ended up with, but let me tell you what I ended up crossing off my list. I crossed off a tan or camel tone shawl. I did get that. I got that from Loro Piana. An Apple Watch band, single tour, I got that in a red tone. I ended up with my Hermes pouch. Yes, I was so excited to find that. My Constance 24, oh my goodness. I was elated to get that bag. I cannot even explain to you. The black turtleneck, I know, I talk about this black turtleneck like forever. But I did get it from Loro Piana. I ended up with a black one and an ivory tone one. an ivory coat. It was on my list, and I did end up getting one from Hermes. I am happy because it's the wrap coat that is the exact same as the black one I had already got last year. My Juste Clou earrings, I did in fact pick those up. My Cartier bracelet, so it's this one with the diamonds, the last one here. I did pick that up as well. Look how beautiful that is. Chanel Slingbacks, I did get those in black. And of course, some of my beauty essentials, Dior lip oil, my Chanel #1 line. I use all those products, and my Chanel hand cream and things of that nature, refills for my Chanel #5. I got all those things on my list, so I am very, very excited about that. So let's look at what is currently on my wish list. And I honestly have to say, I don't have a ton of things. I have been updating it slowly but steadily. So this is what's on my wish list currently. And I can say a number of these things will probably carry over into 2025 because I did not anticipate crossing a bulk of my wish list items off so early. Here are the things that are currently on my wish list. Of course, that navy and white striped shirt. I know. Of course, the navy and white striped sweater, to be specific, okay? That is still on my list. I am patiently waiting. Oh, so I actually added a Cartier engagement ring, okay? It has to be, I'm thinking 3 carats. And I will insert a video of me trying on these rings and how beautiful those rings looked. And Hubs was like talking to my Cartier SA on the side. They were whispering and things. So I put that on my wish list because we didn't do a traditional engagement. Instead, we decided that we would get married, and after being together for 8+ years, we decided it was time, and we went to the courthouse and we got married. And as far as the rings are concerned, we ended up getting a wedding set, which was, Hubs got a Cartier Love wedding band. I got a Love wedding band in addition to another one with diamonds in it. And then what I do is I stack that with 2 rings that I already had purchased myself, that was a promise to myself to stay true to myself as far as who I am and my relationships in my life. And so I basically wear that stack every time that I go out and about into the world. That is what I'm wearing. And I loved it. But Hubs, you know, has other plans. So I was like, okay, I feel that. I'm going to put that on my list. That's on my list now. Then I want another one of these bracelets from Cartier. I love this bracelet so much that I want a smaller one so I can retire my small love bracelet. I just love it so much. It's so small and dainty but firm. It looks dainty, but it is solid. This is a solid bracelet. I want to replace this one. It's just time. I love it so much, but it's just time. It's just time. So Hubs and I talked, and yeah, we both agree, but I feel, I don't know, the ring may come first. And when he gets this ring, he saw an actual necklace. Okay, so this one. So here is my Tiffany by the Yard. I love this necklace. Hubs has told me that when he gets me the ring, he wants to get me the necklace to match it. And it's just one solitaire that will replace this one. And I did drape that on and look in the mirror, and it looked so fabulous. But I told him if he gets me that, he has to get the size, you know, the 3 carat ring for my finger, because it just really balances out real nicely. So those are on my list, even though I don't know if they can actually be wish list items if he's the one who's wanting to get them for me. But we're gonna put them there anyway because why not? As far as Hermes bags, I have a Kelly 25 at the top of my list. I really want something smaller than a 28. I have a 32, now I have a 28, but I want something smaller so that I can try it out and see what fits inside of it. If my phone fits, we all know I am getting that bag. So that is at the top of my list. Next is a Constance 24, and I would like that one in, of course, a more neutral tone. I know the pop of color is amazing, but I want something also that's neutral so then I can, I can alternate between the two. Then I would like also another Birkin 30 in black because I just love it. I just love a nice classic black bag. So those are the 3 bags on my list. And of course, futuristically, Constance 18 is on my list. And ostrich, love in capital letters, especially in black, is a special note to myself at the bottom to remind me of my trip. SOGs, I don't have anything on my list currently. I mean, I have all the SOGs I need. And shoes. So yes, I typically try to figure out what shoes I want. I am looking for some boots with a slight heel. So I'm waiting to see if I can find those. I would like those in black. Outside of that, of course, all the scarves. Any scarves that I like is going to be that. Of course, scarves are on my list. Anything that I like, I'm getting. Boom. Ready to wear. I have to look at the website as of lately to see if there's anything that actually catches my eye. But currently, the only thing I could think of is maybe some white button downs and some sweaters just to have classic forever staples in my closet. But I'm still also, I may just go with Loro Piana. I don't know. So those are there. And yeah, that is basically everything on my list. I've gotten all the outerwear that I need. So I don't need to even search for anything like that. I may get another scarf/shawl that is cashmere and silk mix. I feel I should get one in a true camel. The one I got from Loro Piana is not a true camel tone, but I want one that is. And yeah, so we'll see about that. What else is there that is on my list that I may not be thinking about? What is on my future list is some Hermes furniture. Yes, you heard me correctly. That is definitely on my list. But I will not be making any purchases when it comes to furniture until we relocate or until we move. We have been in discussions about it, and yeah, it's time. So yeah, in the near future, we will be searching and doing that stuff. So what I don't want is to have to move it from one place to another. I'd rather have it just ordered, delivered, and done. One and done is what I'm about. So those are the things on my wish list thus far. I will continue to update this and keep you posted if anything else comes up. I cannot think of anything else at the moment. I can say that I have definitely been looking at the Loro Piana site like pretty frequently, and I'm like, okay, I could definitely do with a number of these cashmere pieces because I love them. I love them. So I may get some cashmere sweaters from Loro Piana instead of Hermes, seeing theirs has like the H on it, whereas Loro Piana, is more discreet. I don't have to worry about that. So that's just something for me to think about and consider. Yeah, that is everything for my wish list. And if anything else comes up, I will definitely update you all. Keep an eye out on my YouTube community board because if anything changes, you would definitely see it there. If I acquire anything, you will know because I will do a video on it. And at that point, I will update my wish list. But as of right now, there is nothing really going on. I'm just trying to take in everything that has happened and just enjoy the moment as it is. And I am so appreciative and thankful that I was able to get the things that I really, really wanted. Okay. I love to talk to you. So enough of that. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.